What is up, guys? This is Henry Martinez, FTW Year 2020 here, and welcome to episode 76 of my Minecraft video series I uploaded on my channel in the past 6 years. And now here we are back at the heart of Heropolis City, where I'll be doing another progress update for you to show you guys my two cities of Heropolis and Heroville. Now here we are in the heart of Heropolis, and as you can see, it started to grow even bigger since about a year ago, because this month marks 1 year since I started building Heropolis, since after my accidental deletion of Heroville, which I was trying to save my progress. But here we are in the heart of Heroville, Heropolis, where I'm about to provide some progress of the updates of what's been going on in the city. Now, as you know, this month marks 1 year since I started building Heropolis. I decided to show you guys what the progress been going on for the past year. Let's fly around and see some new updates. Now, first off, we're back at the city center, my first build area where I started building here is about a year ago. Now, I started to do some more road expanding. If you notice, these two new buildings, or four new buildings, are built right at the back because I decided to expand more roads in the back. Now, here we are in a new area where there's supposed to be like some government offices. Like these two new buildings represents like some departments of treasury and the Ministry of Interior. There's probably these two government offices I just built next to them together, and in front of them are some parking lots with some sea lanterns lighting, which I can try to reference from the lighting area. Every parking lot needs some lighting so that cars could see if they can find their own cars. Now, as you can see now, there we got some new updates to show you guys. Now, these new buildings is made out of bamboo. It's the first new update since the update just arrived since about a month ago. And as you can see now, we have a lot of bamboo blocks, represents like wood. And with these bamboo blocks, I can now build like bamboo buildings using like green and yellow. And now here we are at the back. We got some new buildings to just share of. Now this another building was made. It's a sand where you can find artifacts inside of the sand. It's kind of like a new building for the sand structures. And this is the first sand building of a new sand block that I just built here in this new area. And over here we got some two new buildings. These twin buildings are like next to together. They're two buildings built them at each side so that they can resemble far away. They're both the same height. And they're quite not quite identical. Now this I started building this area about like two months ago, and it took me weeks to complete this area, and I've managed to finish the government offices buildings, and I don't know what I can do next with the area because I'm about to expand far right over the distance to make it look like a megapolis city. Now this area is quite done here. Let's move on to some other buildings. Now these are the new buildings are quite over here. Now, ever since I started continuing the expansion of the roads, now these new buildings are from TSMC. I'd like to give you a quite shout out to TSMC. These are the structures of the courts, which miniature houses are quite identical to TSMC's videos. As you can see now, you probably see them like hotels and condos, and you can probably see them in the view. And these red structures that you probably noticed that I increased the height of the top of the twin towers of the red towers, and this is probably almost quite the height between the copper tower, which was maybe the tallest building here in Heropolis. But it won't be long for another tall building can surpass the copper tower. And here we are, some new buildings are being built here next to it. And as you can see in it, I had given some inspiration what I'm trying to do. We have a sea lantern to building and some new building with bamboo blocks. And first off, we have another emerald building. This time using with cherry wood blocks. That's what I think about from a cherry tree. Yeah, that's what I call it. It's maybe like a bank, or something, and these are the new buildings right next to the site. There's another twin buildings of each height. It's right next to it, like this one. And there's another sky bridge between the lower the streets, but this is the new skyscraper building. Now this new skyscrapers I just built between the back. Now as you may notice, here in this area, I finally finished filling out this entire area with new roads and new plots and be ready to add new skyscrapers and new high-rise buildings. And over here we got some two new buildings are being built in the area. One is a police station and the other is a fire station. Now this is the first ever fire station I built in Heropolis. And as you can see, it's kind of like identical to any fire brigades when I try to get some inspirations. Just like from New York City where they have fire station or row buildings next to it. And as you can see, I have both entrances where each fire trucks can even enter. Now there are both entrances of the doors so that trucks can go into each side. And as you can see, it's the first fire station here in Heropolis. Now it's station 1 of Heropolis. And another one, it's a police station. The first ever police station built in Heropolis. Oops. Why did I let that hole there? Now, this is the first ever police station that was being built here in heart of Heropolis. Now, many cities needs police stations so that way they can arrest some criminals if they committed crimes anywhere across the city. Now, this police station is probably be the first station I ever built. It's kind of like a big high-rise headquarters of the police department. Every city needs a lot of police stations so if they want to arrest more criminals that they can ever find. And so our that's our the first buildings of this new area. We're the first fire station and the first new police station. Now, probably in the future, I may start doing something else here in this area because I'm still busy with new expansions. What I'm about to think of it. Now let's go over the back. Now as you can see, there's a new expansion in the back area. While I'm working on this area, I decided to do some inspiration between the back of this downtown area. And as you can see now, here we are at the new area of the back of the downtown area. And as you can see now, the area is almost starting to fill up. At this time, the road layouts has been planned and ready to fill up with some smooth stone blocks. Now this area is maybe like building a gigantic central park right over here. I had to think of what I should do with the central park area, what I can try to think of it. Since this city will be having the first ever park since this city hall park. Now this is gonna be the second public park right over here. And as you can see now, the roads are starting to do some expanding more. Now, after I finish this area in the back, I have to do some focus on the other area the opposite way. And it's gonna be a lot of weeks to fill in this entire road and more road expansions I had to do. And now, over here in this area, I have to fill up a lot of roads with gray concrete, and it's gonna be take a quite number of days to finish filling up this new area hole right over here. And after it was done, we started building more roads expansion when I can think of it. So that way, the city will become the megapolis city of my Minecraft world, surpassing my first and previous city of my first Minecraft video, New Beacon City. And over here we have a new building which is about to be under construction. Now this block right here is gonna be where a department store will be, and these 4 towers will be built for mixed use towers, like for residentials, hotels, and for offices. This is what I'm gonna do. This one will be built for offices, and the other 3 will be built for like residential and hotels. What I'm about, that I'll be building it, but it will be built in later in the future updates in Heropolis. And there's not much else doing here around here because this is gonna be a very big mega project that I'm about to be doing. So that's it for Heropolis. Now let's go on to Heroville. We're about to continue on with the residential area project that I'll show you guys in just a moment. And here we are in the heart of Heroville, which was the longest running city I ever recorded. And it lasted for nearly almost 2 years. But anyway, let's get started with the residential area. So here we are in the heart of the residential area, and as you can see, I'm in the middle of a high school where you can see the entire view of this of the town, or you're probably trying to make it look like a city. It's probably not look like a city quite yet because there's still a lot of roads to be expanded and some more houses I still got to be built with more expansions that I had to expand even more. So let's see about the differences of this area of the residential area. Well, as you can see, I never worked anything on this area. You see, it took me almost like a whole week to try to go backwards and forth to Heropolis and Heroville all in the same time. But it's quite difficult for me to try to fill up this part where the residential area goes far away, right to the distance. It's gonna be very difficult to build new roads for the houses and the businesses and the parks to be right at this area. It's gonna take almost more than a whole year to fill up all the roads right over here, including fill up this entire area in the middle. And as you can see now, this entire area is all filled up, but it is yet to be added with gray concrete. Quite yet. And this area has the first models and the first designs of the houses that replicates this second part of the residential area houses. But as you can see now, there are light gray terracotta houses made with granite fences, granite stone fences, or walls if you try to forget it. And this area right here, it's gonna be very big and it's gonna take forever to fill all the roads with gray concrete because I'm still busy working on this side right on the right because this is the left side of the area and the right area I'm still working on it. It's definitely gonna take some time off away from the area to try to stay focused on filling up the roads over for the town area, where the city area and the residential area right on this side. So let's just try to speed up and show you the progress on the right side that I've been working on in the past month. And here we are at the right side. And as you can see now, the middle of the second half of the second row of the houses is now done. Well, this entire section of the middle is took me forever to fill all the roads up. And as you can see now, it's all finished with the new houses made out of black terracotta. If you may try to know, but I don't know what they call. They can be like gray or brown, but I did not know or try. I forgot. Now this area right here, it's where the first parks are gonna be built, right on this side. Now this side here, where the first parks are gonna be building once the houses are being filled up, and once I've done filling up the first park area on this side, I can may start continuing the road expansion on the back of the residential area. And as you can see now, it's a very big project for me to try to fill all the roads in the residential area in this side, and try to fill up all the roads for the city area where the row buildings are being built right over here. This city that I built in here, Heroville, looks quite identical to Mexican cities. It's all gridded shaped. Every Mexican cities and every Mexican residential area are all gridded places. It's where the layout of the roads, where you can even build houses where people can live. And now this area is all gonna be difficult for me to build all alone. But since we're in July, this is gonna maybe marks almost like 3 years since I started working on Heroville, since about exactly in 2021. That was exactly 2 years ago. So before I end this Minecraft video, I just want to let you guys know there's gonna be more progress going on for me all by myself. Well, even though I'm still a grounded video maker who creates grounded videos on my channel, but I still occasionally make Minecraft videos to guys that you to share with me in my updates. I wish I could have friends to help me, but I don't know how to add friends without the code. Or do I have a Microsoft subscription? Because even though I'm playing on the Pocket Edition on my iPad Air, and it's gonna take more than like 3 years to build a mega city. What I'm dreaming about, building a miniature city that I've been trying to build ever since around 2018. So that's it for this Minecraft video, where all the tours and updates and progress of Heropolis and Heroville. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for next Minecraft video episode later by next month. So this is Henry Martinez, FTW New York 2020, signing out.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more video contents on my channel. This has been a Henry Martinez FTW New York 2020 Universe Productions.